Need a comb for it.
Good morning! Out here, practice has started. Looking for Ben. There he is. There he goes. Out here, just a beautiful day. All three of us are racing today. The ski jump is in play after a big, long, sweeping turn into a straightaway. I mean, it's just awesome. Recipe for awesome. So, looking forward to today, and want to thank you guys for watching. And if you haven't already, if you want to, hit that subscribe button.
What's going on, guys? Good morning. I'm not gonna lie, I am absolutely exhausted, tired. My whole body is sore. Yesterday, me and some of my cousins, we did one of those mudder things. A lot of running, a lot of obstacles, a lot of mud, yeah, it was brutal. I did that in the morning and then had a 5.5 hour drive home from that to really, just let my muscles just sit. And then getting out of the car, I about fell, and going up and down stairs the rest of the evening, tough. And today, just my whole body aches. So very tired, didn't get a ton of sleep, very sore. But we are out here for like the 9th or 10th carry. I don't even know at this point. We've actually already taken a practice session or two. I have no idea if I was really that fast or not. I was passing everybody in sight, but that wasn't the top of the cream of the crop. And then Casey was stupid fast in his session. So about to have second practice session, and looking like a good day. Got a fun, though they're using the oval a little bit today, so it should be a little bit different style of racing than what we've been doing with some of the more normal type. Oh, I'm getting out of here. Anyway, should be a fun day.
We are here on a stunningly beautiful Sunday morning. Trackside right now. The boys are out practicing, and we've had just a great weekend, practicing, running, goofing off in the pits with some of our friends. And one of the highlights was yesterday. I went out to eat. I ordered this deluxe big tenderloin. Thing was so big, they brought it out. I had to cut it in half, and they served it with 2 buns. So we are here at the 2-bun tenderloin order of go-kart tracks, Newcastle Motor Sports Park.
The morning walk with Dad.
And I was thinking about something. We had a friend that took a couple races off, just kind of had reached a point where they weren't finding it rewarding. And one of the sage old guys around here, old guys, he's about my age probably, but he said, he gave the guy advice as he was talking about it, and he said to him, don't take too long. And I've been thinking about those words ever since. And whether it's a break from go-karting and something you really enjoy, or anything else in life, it seems like we are really good at finding reasons not to do things, and not quite as good at finding the reasons to do those things we enjoy. And I don't think we hardly ever have regrets when we do those things we enjoy, or those things that we should do. And those words, don't take too long, whether it's to say you're sorry, to tell someone you love them, to get back in a go-kart, to pursue that family vacation that you've been putting off because you can't get all the kids together. That's a personal one for me. I regret, you know, just that's sage advice. There's some reasons why things can't happen all at once, but don't take too long, because time slips by in a hurry. Yeah, just don't take too long.
Are their cameras cooler than our camera? Our GoPro? Are theirs better than ours? Yeah? Yeah, I'm sure that the quality of the picture is better, but you can't find a face like this, can you? Look how cute this face is. What a star.
Well, guys, I qualified third, and there's some disappointment with that third. There's just the rules out here with no bump drafting just cause like so many games, and there's always going to be games in qualifying. I get that, but like just
A lot of games.
a lot of games.
In yours today, there was a lot of games.
Just dumb. And so got caught up with some of that. Ultimately cost me some pace, but I still qualified third. I'm very, very happy with this kart. It is just rolling. So looking forward to the race. I can do whatever I need to from third. So just got to do it.
Just gotta do it.
Just got to do it.
You want to hold that for me? I got some stuff on my thing. Just changing the Lawson engine. Speaking of, he actually got pole in my race today, and I was right behind him in qualifying, going into lap 3, feeling really good. I actually was like, oh, I got Gary covered the first 2 laps. Never think that really for a second. That's really on me. I should know better. I do know better. So I was like, all right, perfect. I'll give it a slight gap on Gary, give it a healthy gap, because there was another guy in front of Gary who I was like, all right, cool. I don't want to run up on him and ruin his thing either. So I had basically too big of a gap to where Gary was able to actually pass him at a great time, got very good coverage. I wasn't able to go with him because too big of a gap, so I wound up getting 7th, but Gary was on pole, so shout out to Gary. Phenomenal engine, dude doesn't even race, and he comes out here, puts it on pole. Just a great builder, great driver, all of it. But I'll be starting 7th, right in the mix, right where I kind of, you know, as long as I wasn't outside the top 10, I think I like my odds here. I don't think anybody's really gonna be pushing away too much. Watch the front 2 kind of get away, but definitely happy with 7th. Could have been better though, just mistimed it.
Okay, starting 6th. Tough group there, get a little kick out, and following Michael Wells through. A little better start for me than what we've seen out of the first 2 races, and this was a low gear configuration, a high speed track, and I really was hoping I had something to be able to run with this group right here, and I'm in a good position to, and lose a kart length or 2 coming down here because I probably wasn't tucked into the draft quite as close, but thought I'd be able to make it up. But this part of the track, again, we ran it a week or 2 ago, and I had a similar issue, and you can just see I've lost a little bit of space. And heading here into the scoreboard, I'm not going to have a very good scoreboard, and Jody Covington, Jody gets a run on me, and he's a good racer, and this is one of the more frustrating aspects of this race for me. Jody gets by, and we go through 70 hairpin here, and just look at that run he gets compared to me. He's just pulling away, and I just wasn't using all the track like I should have. And the frustrating thing was Jody was able to pull in on that group in front as they raced and mixed it up a little bit. I think he ended up winning this race, and I should have been able to do that same thing. I had everything I needed, but my corners were just not good, overdriving a little bit, and there Jeff gets by me, and look at that, just even with the pass he's able to pull me down that straightaway, because I entered poorly and exited equally as poorly. He gets squirrely here, and I pull in, hoping maybe we can push up to him. Couldn't do it. Ran behind him for quite a while, and here's just the best illustration. Right on his bumper coming in to this turn complex, and look at where I come out, and look at where the speed he's pulling right there, and you just can't have that. And it just frustrated the crap out of me, because it was the one spot that was killing me over and over again. And you know, last year I was pretty good in that section, so it's a hard thing to figure out, other than just maybe I'm overdriving it. And here's Brian getting by me. Again, bad scoreboard hairpin. I had just lap times that weren't where they should have been until just with 2 laps to go. I really focused, and I'm you know, I've dropped a few kart lengths, but with 2 to go, I really started focusing on hitting the apex and my marks, and they get to battle in here a little bit, and I see an opportunity with some momentum, and I'm able to get by Brian and make that pass, and again get a good run on Jeff as we head down to that ski jump section. And just again did the same thing. So it was very frustrating. Never got to Jeff, and that was that.
Look at this beautiful dog. Oh, you're so beautiful. Can you show off your shoes? Oh, look how cute your shoes are. Let me see those shoes in motion. Come here. Look at you. Look at you.
So this is KRA 10. I started 7th here, and actually at some point, I don't know if it was before the race, qualifying, during the race, what, but my clutch, when I took it off, was in pieces. The key was shattered and everything. So and you could kind of tell specifically in this part of the track, not necessarily right here and right, like that's why I say maybe as the race went on, I just kind of wore down, but definitely going into that oval section felt like I didn't have nearly the oomph, and coming out a couple of hairpins. But regardless, it was a crazy race, man. It was just back and forth, and you can already tell, right, guys dicing it up, going down the ski jump there. Got AJ in front of me. I think Addison was in front of him, and it just a whole gaggle of us really. But you'll see here, man. I mean, it was back and forth, dicey, just guys trying to find their position early on. But I choose Riley here instead of AJ. I think AJ had a little bit more momentum, and I probably should have just bumped AJ. But anyway, we go to the inside here. I back off also way too soon. Give AJ an opportunity to, kind of then basically give AJ an opportunity to come down and basically make me have to let off there, and that hurts because right here, the train from behind comes. You got Brennan and Desi coming. And then everybody else, just a little contact there, unfortunately. So I get, shuffled back 6 or 7 spots. It happens. So the rest of the race is just kind of like, all right, make up what you can when you can to get back up there. So the cart in front of me goes a little bit wide. Try not to avoid them. Keep my momentum going for the hairpin. Really low block attempt. I just decided to stay with it to get by. Probably not my favorite way to make it happen, but so be it. Keegan, I think, got DQ'd in quals, and so while I'm moving back, he's moving, to the front from the back. So saw him, and I was like, all right, cool. Well, that's my boy. I'll work with you, but he's so fast. You can already tell he's already gotten through traffic that I just wasn't able to on this day. Particularly, wasn't as fast as I would have liked to have been, and that happens. But see an opportunity to get a little 2-for-1 action coming out of the hairpin there, so I'm able to get Brennan in that number 8, and there I am right back with Keegan, who's gonna, as he does, just continue to move forward. The kid is absolutely nuts. So the goal here is just like, all right, bet I'm just gonna follow Keegan as much as I can, get in the grass on the bus stop a little bit, and the dude doesn't stop, right? He's already making a move for the next one. The 438 gets off there. Keegan and I go by. And then it's just like, all right, I'm going to try to keep up. But again, I could kind of tell coming out of some of the corners, I just didn't have that oomph. So Keegan does, put a little bit of gap on me and catches that group in front. And I'm just doing the best I can to stay on their bumper. Able to get the 117 here. And then coming up on the 91 here. Keegan and the 91 worked together for a little while, and I just did what I could to stay involved with mediocre success. Luckily, I think they fought a little bit, which is the only real reason I did stay near them. I think they both would have just pulled away if they'd worked together with my kind of clutch issues. But hey, I'll take it. And then Keegan, from that pass loses his momentum. I take advantage, and now I'm working on the 91 here with I think like 1 or 2 to go. So I'm trying to make it happen here, but just didn't. I'm already on the limiter. I'm just not quite able to have it or to pass me. And then I leave the door wide open for Brennan. I was trying to set up for the 91 coming out of there. Brennan took advantage, saw a wounded duck named Ben. So then I was just like, all right, well, I know Brennan's going to make a move. Yep. And so I was like, I can just follow him here, and maybe I'll be able to get Brennan in the next turn or two, because this is the final couple turns we're coming up on. Keegan tries to make a move. Sorry about you, young pup. Not fast enough. So Brennan and I are going here, and again, I didn't have that oomph to get the straight line speed stuff. And here we come, kind of at the line here, and I'm doing everything I can. This is also different start finish line to where you have the left-hander, which is normally turn 1, and that bus stop just wasn't able to go too wide next to him, didn't have the momentum, so just took a leisurely 9th place finish. Not too bad, but could have been better for sure.
Okay, here I am starting 3rd, feeling super confident in this race. The kart was just incredible. Starting right behind Jacob and Josh, next to Nicholas, so running with a good crew. And the start finish line is actually right here after this corner, so not in its normal spot. Made racing kind of interesting. Some good, some bad interesting, but here we go. Get off to a nice clean start next to Josh, and I'm going to have the inside line on this big sweeping corner, so Josh will fall in line behind me, and we're going to try to chase down Jacob there in front. And like I said, the kart was just perfect. I mean, I couldn't ask for anything better. And I knew that I wanted to jump out to the lead quickly. Maybe a little too eager right there, sent it off track a little bit, but Josh worked with me, gave me a bump, and here on the next couple corners we catch Jacob rather, and I'm gonna have a really great run on him and make the move, and we both pass Jacob and just looking to move forward, and we were able to build, myself and Josh were able to build a pretty sizable gap. I'm assuming the guys behind were fighting. Right here, just too much. I just turned in too early, caught all that curb and sent it off track. Luckily we had that big gap, and so Josh passed me, and he puts a big gap on me here. I'm trying to still get all the junk off my tires, so this next clip will show you how big of a gap it ended up being. It was pretty big. And so at first I was like, oh, that's a massive gap. I don't know if I can close it, but just put my head down, and I'm telling you, like, it was probably, I don't want to toot my own horn, but it was probably my best drive I've ever had. Just clawed my way back, closed that gap, and Josh was super fast. So I was very proud of being able to close that gap. And right here you can see, I can't remember how many laps it was. Maybe within 4 or 5 laps I was able to close that gap and get back onto Josh's bumper. So yeah, super happy with how that all went. I mean, it honestly looked like I was out of the race. Took myself out basically, but was able to claw back in. Josh here gets a little applause, which was very nice of him. I saw a lapper up ahead. I decided I would rather be in front coming up on that lapper to control how that goes instead of being behind and maybe get screwed. So I make the move on Josh here, and he doesn't fight it. He just lets me go, and so come up on this lapper, which is always a little bit iffy. You just kind of never know what's going to happen, but this person just played it really, really smart and let us go on by nice and easy. So here we are in the last lap, in the last few corners, coming down this long straightaway. I'm going to go defensive and take the inside line, and Josh will pop out here, and you're going to see where I the way I turn in doesn't allow him to turn in when he wants. Now, I don't know that I actually did that on purpose. I can't remember, but it worked out well. And I get a good run, so I'm going to have the preferred line. I'm going to stick to the inside here. Josh goes outside, and I just lose focus a little too much. Miss the apex. Josh over-unders. Perfect move. Annoyingly perfect, but great move, Josh. Come in second. Kind of feels like the one that got away, but can't really be upset by that. It's just good racing. So, a lot of fun.
Okay, Case, hold it. Oh golly, this is where everything always gets crazy. Keep it, Case! Oh no! Oh my God! No! Oh, it was so close, Casey!
Josh, nice move, man. Good job. That was fun.
That was really well done.
Yeah,
Really well done, man.
from both of you.
Good race, guys.
Good job, Case. Excellent race.
Could have been us
Back
getting
down.
interviewed.
Then what you had to do.
Yeah, that was. Gosh.
So you want to give Dad a hug?
So close.
Squeeze.
Guys, wanted to give a shout out to EJ and family for this very nice little thank you note and some sticks. They gave me a handful of cigars, which is completely unnecessary. Just very nice of them. I just gave a couple little pieces of advice to them and with their cart, and way too generous, but really appreciate it. Very nice folks. And EJ, it's great to see you improving each weekend, man. So
But-
thanks again.
Hold on. It's unnecessary, but maybe if you guys want to follow their lead,
Yeah,
You know.
I might open up a P.O. box. You guys can mail stuff in.
yeah, we'll do a little unwrapping party. It'll be great.
Yeah. So the bar's set.
Need a comb for it.
Yeah, when it gets
And
long
it's
enough, you do.
well, and it's definitely not well like trimmed or anything. I don't have the tools needed. It was just what I could easily do. That didn't look super stupid, just kind of stupid, like funny stupid.
So guys, that's a wrap on the weekend. What a great weekend. It was just awesome. Usually, like, I find myself usually disappointed by second. I'm just not. I mean, it was just a great race.
You did everything right.
Like, it was. I had a mistake. I think I could have won it, but I mean, still, like, I'm no professional.
As he said earlier, he stinks.
I did stink.
Yeah, you know, tough weekend for Dad and I. I don't know what the issue with Dad was, but he was significantly slower in that race.
He claims driver.
I'm
I've given him every out.
All right. Well, and we'll see.
Every out.
We'll see if we can see anything from the video. But kind of since qualifying, felt like there was something a little bit off. But I thought it was just in my head or a gearing thing. The race, I think, just, you know, a couple people actually asked me if there was something up. I was like, I think so, because I would just get into the oval section and I just get gapped a little bit. So probably just something stuck in the carb or something silly, you know, little thing. Make sure that the brake's not dragging. But definitely a bummer. Felt like I had a little bit more, but it didn't really matter because I got, you know, put off at the beginning of the race anyway. So I think I got 9th. We'll take it. Could have been worse. Could have been better. Just got to regroup for the night race where I think it's a pretty simple track. Expectations are high. Just got to find out whatever that little issue was and get it sorted. So I got, you know, full power, no issues. Anyway, good job, Casey. He was right there. Very close. Great race. It was so fun to watch. A lot of great races today that were just down to that last turn. And kudos to Josh. I want to shout out Josh because he had
yeah, absolutely. I wasn't mad. That's why I wasn't mad. I mean, it was just a great move. He made a great move on me. Played it perfectly, and
Yep.
I had a lot of fun.
No, can't say anything better about the two drivers. Casey clawed his way back in, did everything he needed to, and Josh just made a great pass in the end. So,
yep.
Great. All right, cool. Well, we'll see you guys in 2 weeks. We got the night race coming up next. Yeah, I think that's really it. Like, share, and subscribe for more mustache moments.
Okay.
It's you.